Come and ride along with Hawkeye and Jeannie on their journey, visiting cities, communities, towns, hot springs, Timbuktu, a few nude beaches, and other places of interest to determine what is really going on during the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Hawkeye and Jeannie are a couple of old folks who are still out there partying and having fun. Then they report back to you with these party videos. This is what Hawkeye's Tales and Trails is all about.
No kidding.
I know, they keep a secret from you.
Yeah, man.
That way you have to talk to me.
You're Hawkeye! Episode 73 is about Hawkeye, Jeannie, and their cruise through Seaview, Washington, and another Jeannie 12 out of 10 restaurant rating at Pig and Pancakes. Seaview is an unincorporated community in Pacific County, Washington, in the United States of America. It is located south of Long Beach and had a population of 473 people at the 2010 census. Can you believe it? Seaview's history began in 1859 when Jonathan Stout arrived on the Long Beach Peninsula. In 1880 he purchased 153 acres along the ocean front with plans for a summer resort. He ran through several names for the resort: Stout's, Ocean View, North Pacific Beach, and finally Seaview. He built a hotel a few hundred feet from the mean high tide line, with an ocean view across the driftwood that accumulated every winter. Stout recorded his town site at the Pacific County Courthouse in October 1881, and soon began selling lots. Most were 50 by 100 feet, and sold for $100. Many Portlanders purchased lots and built houses in Seaview throughout the 1880s and early 1890s, until the Panic of 1893 put a damper on such luxuries. Before the construction of the railroad, a wagon like this one was the only way of access to the Long Beach Peninsula north of Ilwaco. Most of those who built summer homes in Seaview would ride a steamboat down the Columbia River to Astoria on the Oregon side, where they would disembark and board a smaller steamboat to take them across the river to Ilwaco. There they could transfer their trunks to a wagon and be drawn by horses the rest of the way. The wagon route went through the woods on a plank road to the Weather Beach, and then along the beach to Seaview. In 1889, the Ilwaco Railway and Navigation Company began regular service on a narrow-gauge railroad that ran up the Long Beach Peninsula to Nakata. The Seaview Depot, no more than a shed and platform at first, was near Stout's Hotel, the Seaview House. With railway service, summering families could board the rail cars right on the Ilwaco docks for the trip up the peninsula. In 1885, many hundreds of people were estimated to be coming to the peninsula for summer vacation. In 1900, the South Bend Journal reported that the number of summer vacationers had grown to 20,000. What do you think about that? A cow accompanied the family for its summer sojourn on the peninsula, so they would always have fresh milk. In the late 1930s, the property left the Corbett family and became the Grandview Lodge, welcoming tourists with rooms in the main house and cabins on the grounds. Grandview Lodge is now the Sowester Lodge, still an imposing sight on the Seaview Beach approach. It has often functioned as a cultural center in Seaview, hosting lectures, literary events, topical discussions, dramatic performances, and chamber concerts. The Corbett pasture is now an RV park and campground. In 1905, a regular depot was built at Seaview on the east side of the tracks. The Seaview Depot's front doors opened toward the north onto the main Seaview Beach Approach Road, and a long wooden boardwalk ran along the tracks on the west side of the depot and past adjoining businesses to the south end of the block. Departing passengers stood on the boardwalk the length of the block awaiting a train's arrival. Photos of the depot from 1908 and 1910 show 3 or 4 businesses on the boardwalk south of the depot. The photos show no business names, but there appear to be an ice cream shop, an oyster house and lunchroom, and a fish market. The Seaview Depot building still exists and is now a restaurant. The Hotel Shelburne, built in Seaview in 1896, still exists today as the Shelburne Country Inn. Other hotels in Seaview included the Hackney Cottage, Sunset Hotel, the Hotel Seaview, and the Sowester Inn. Thanks for watching. Hawkeye's goal is to show places and events that you may not normally get to see, hear, and how the COVID-19 pandemic may have affected them. All information is deemed to be reliable, however, there is no guarantee that it is. Why not share the video with others? Please click the like or the thumbs up icon. We need 1,000 subscribers. Still have a long way to go. Click on the round icon to subscribe and be notified when future episodes are available. Hawkeye's videos are non-professional, unscripted documentaries of Hawkeye and Jeannie's wanderings. It is our recommendation that if you are new to Hawkeye's tales and trails, start with episode 1. Can you believe it? I am your host, Calithia. Bye-bye now.